Welcome back. I'm back. You're back. Hey, we back. Welcome everyone to this episode on the Ultimate Sports TV, guys. NFL minicamps are officially here as we inch closer and closer to the 2021 NFL season, guys. And that means we've had a good look at a bunch of NFL teams this offseason as we've hit minicamps. And one of the teams we have had a good look at is the Cleveland Browns, guys. And one of the main little things on their team that we've had a good look at is Odell Beckham Jr. and Baker Mayfield. And we're obviously still waiting on that dazzling duo season from the two guys. But I'm going to tell you this. I think that season will be this year, guys. The OBJ and Baker tandem will work out in 2021, guys. But before I get to why this tandem will work in 2021, please make sure you subscribe to the Ultimate Sports TV. Because if you are not subscribed, you're missing out on so much, people. Because this is the hot spot. Get lots and lots of hot from the Ultimate Sports TV spot with NBA and NFL content. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and join the TUSTV squad. But then when you're done with that, please like this video for me, share this video and YouTube channel, then comment down below if you think the OBJ and Baker tandem will work in the comment section down below, guys. But here's why I think the tandem will work. Let's hop into it, people. A true testament to the first 2 years of OBJ and Baker was really that they didn't even have a stable ground to sprint on as a duo. It was either that Baker was learning a new system when OBJ was still not injured, or the previous year where they didn't really even run a system with Freddie Kitchens because he was such a clown of a coach. So when you don't even really have a system to run on, or when you're learning a system, it's hard to focus on getting one person the ball or really keeping one person happy as the quarterback when you're supposed to make the whole offense work and having a system at the same time. But now the Browns are in the second year of having the same system, which means their system is going to have to evolve. So when I look at this situation, I look at the Josh Allen situation with the Bills. He had 2 years without a star receiver, and in those 2 years we obviously saw Josh Allen get better because he was able to adjust to the system and learn to the system. So by the third year he was in the league, he needed to be in an evolved offense, and by evolving the offense they had to put a star receiver in there, and that is where Stefon Diggs comes in. When Stefon Diggs was in there, Josh Allen took his game to the next level because the offense had to evolve. And how this connects to Baker and OBJ is like, hey, Baker had, if I'm not mistaken, like 10 games without OBJ last year. During that time, Baker was progressing along with the scheme. Baker is not better without Odell in any means. Odell was just taking his time to fit into his role because Baker had to perfect his role trying to learn and execute a system. Odell this year won't have to wait though because Baker has executed the basics of the system and got better, which means he can now get Odell the ball with a plan. Baker's got better with time, and it was going to be like that if Odell was in there with him or if he was not in there, just like it was last year. Baker got better with time. He didn't get better because Odell just wasn't in there. He just got better with time, and Odell won't really have to wait this year to really carve out his role because Baker has figured everything out within the system. Now he finally has a plan to really get him the ball. So by the time OBJ gets back in this year, and he will be starting week 1, the Browns will be able to evolve their system because Baker had time to learn the system. So when OBJ gets in there, it's really like adding some sauce for Baker because he already has that good sauce of the system that he's able to work in. People, what I'm saying here is that Baker and OBJ will evolve because the system will be forced to evolve. They finally have ground to build on, and Baker is now good enough to help evolve this system. He's gotten to a better quarterback, and he knows the system enough to be able to help OBJ become a better player and to help them become a better duo. Kevin Stefanski's system gets the best out of Baker, so now that Baker can get the best out of himself, he can now get the best out of OBJ in an orderly fashion. And what I mean by orderly fashion is them being in a good system. The system needs to progress since teams can figure you out in the second year, as in the Brown situation. And with Baker in the right situation, he is now good enough and comfortable enough to use Odell Beckham Jr. good enough, and now he is forced to because the offense has to be forced to evolve, and it'll work because Baker is just simply a better quarterback. Now, the past 2 seasons, Baker had to focus on getting Odell the ball when they were trying to figure out how to do that in the system. Now, the first year with these two, you obviously had Freddie Kitchens, where you didn't even know how to do anything within the offense because you realistically didn't even really have a system. And now, last year, in the first 7 games, you were still trying to gauge a system, gauge a good system. So when you're still trying to learn a system and get someone the ball at the same time, that's hard. They had to focus on getting Odell the ball when they were still trying to figure out how to get him the ball. People, you heard it here on the Ultimate Sports TV. Baker and OBJ, they will work in 2021, and they will become the dynamic duo you all wanted them to become when Odell first got in Cleveland in 2019, guys. But when this does really unlock, when Baker and OBJ really do click at some point in this season, it's going to be scary for the whole rest of the league, guys. Baker and OBJ will open up the whole Browns offense, and it'll open up a whole new world for the Browns offense. You can't stack the box and expect to be okay with Jarvis and OBJ going off on the outside, and you can't not stack the box with that Browns O-line and the best run game with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. So defenses really have to pick their poison versus the Browns. Are you going to stack the box? Because if you do, you're leaving problems on the outside with OBJ and Jarvis. And if you don't stack the box, you're leaving problems with the Browns run game with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, and then that offensive line, which is the best run blocking and pass blocking offensive line in all of the game. This offense will be the ultimate blueprint for complete offense in the NFL, with a good offensive line and a good run game and a good wide receiver and quarterback tandem. Then this defense will be good too. We know the additions the Browns added this offseason with John Johnson, getting back Grant Delpit, getting Troy Hill, getting Jadeveon Clowney, adding Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, adding Greg Newsome. They've added so many pieces to this defense that is going to make this defense a top 10, top 7, or even top 3 defense this year. This defense is going to be good this year. And if the offense can become hybrid, become really versatile with Odell, Beckham Jr., and Baker Mayfield in that pass game, and then that run game, this defense just has to be a top 15 defense. But it won't be a top 15 defense because it's going to be top 7 to top 3 by the middle of the season, because this defense has the pieces to be that good, guys. So the Baker and OBJ key will unlock this whole offense by week 6 or even week 10. We'll see, but I think it'll be sooner than people expect. This is the most versatile team in the whole league, guys. And if Baker and OBJ can work this thing out, which in my opinion they will, then it'll put it all into perspective of how versatile a team that the Cleveland Browns are, guys. So to me, this OBJ and Baker tandem will work in 2021, guys. I can foresee a 1,200-yard season from Odell just because this offense will have to pass more of the ball, just because they'll have to evolve, and him and Baker will really set it off, guys. It could really help the Browns get to their full potential, guys. Make sure you put your opinion on this in the comment section below. Do you think the OBJ and Baker tandem will work in 2021, guys? But this is it for me. This is Malik Hicks, aka the Ranker, the Ultimate Sports TV, signing off. Peace out, and I'll see you on the other side.